Hey guys, Decaf13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. I really need to be more consistent with this, huh? So in the last episode we finished up the story parts for Dead Heat Summer Race. And in this episode we're going to start going through the Dead Heat Summer the second part of the event. Mabe's jail, or whatever the fuck it's called. So yeah, for those of you wondering, hey John, are you gonna be covering this Halloween event? I mean, you know, you're gonna cover it, right? Yeah, I am, but I'm not gonna get a lot of grinding done, or really at all, because it's the very last day of the event today that I'm recording this. I got like less than 12 hours left on it, so don't really think I'm gonna get too far in getting a lot of Saber Liz's. I'll at least be able to get her, but not copies or ascension materials, which really sucks. I don't know why, I've just had like so much fucking apathy lately. I can't fucking explain it. I really need to fucking get my shit together. So that's why this is gonna start making a comeback, well, the week after I'm recording this. And then the weekend before, I'm gonna have some more Judgment going out, because there's a lot of shit I gotta finish up. Anyway, before we start, I actually wanted to go to summon real quick, because we just got a new summon today for Parvati, brand new servant to the game, and I have 6 courts I want to try to pull for her. I mean, I had some pretty decent luck. I had some fucking amazing luck on my personal account. I wound up getting, I mean, before I got Parvati, I wound up getting Karna, I got Waver, I got Astolfo, and I got another fucking Young King. So, hopefully my luck persists a little bit. I doubt, but, you know, I'll take even a CE. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. I'm probably not gonna get jack shit. Yeah, there's a CE. You know, I can't be mad at a 5-star CE though, can I? Vessel of the Saint is actually pretty decent too. Alright, I won't be mad. I'm just gonna skip this. Yeah, it's just Libo. Alright, well that was a fucking waste, as I thought it would be. So why do it, John? Don't worry about it. Anyway. Alright, so let's get to the event quest log, and we will, here we go, Mabe's Prison of Sin and Despair. Alright, so we started, yeah, we got a lot of shit to read for this. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. I don't think I'll read through all of the victory ones. But for those of you who did miss the event, the winners of the event were actually Team Nero and Team Artoria. Son of a bitch, I'm not clicking on, I'm scrolling. Why? This fucking piece of shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this thing. I would scroll using my mouse wheel, but for some reason that just clicks on stuff too. Like, I can't win no matter what I fucking do here. Alright. So let's actually do this for real now. Rest under the bridge. Well, that was certainly not at all pleasant.
Are you alright, Salty Maid? You've not been concussed, have you?
Of course not. Any driver worth her salt knows to wear her seatbelt at all times. Still, I never expected my seatbelt to tear and then be thrown from the vehicle. At least it seems the other teams are in a similar predicament.
I feel dizzy, but I'm okay.
So Victor's girl is safe. Thank goodness. I guess my decision to revert to my standard form for better shock absorption paid off. Not for me, it didn't. Getting thrown into this ravine really hasn't done my back any favors. I can tell you that much for certain.
How are Kyogoku and Bailong? They're a bit banged up, but they otherwise seem fine. Thank goodness. Now I wish I'd learned that technique that Ushiwakamaru told me about. What did she call it? The reverse ravine drop, I believe. A secret method of descending cliffs on horseback. I believe she used it at Ichi-no-Tani. Is that the one where your horses use falling rubble as footholds to break your own fall? That's awesome! I'm always falling off mountains and clouds and stuff, so I'd love to learn how to do that too. This has to be the bowels of the earth this time, right?
I'm afraid not. It seems we've merely fallen into a ravine. Here, let me turn on a light so we can see better. Hold it. If we need a light, a fluorescent lamp is what we will use.
Let's just use both. This really isn't the time to be arguing among ourselves. Oh, that ginormous boulder that nearly crushed my head. Talk about rocking and rolling. Rocket, crash landing, borked. I feel like I'm on the brink of unlocking some sealed off memories. But nope, can't remember a thing. I hope Lily, the only saber I ever let get away, is doing well, wherever she is. Ow. Can't believe an incarnation of horrors like me crashed like that. No, wait. I'll just say that the god of the underworld has descended upon the earth. Yes, that sounds good. So all you spectators looking on, know that this was not my fault. I thought I was going to die. From now on, I may need to ensure I never cross another bridge without wearing a parachute. So everyone is alright. Good. I knew my rivals would not die so easily. Unfortunately, our vehicle is not so lucky. I feel responsible. What happened anyway? Does anyone know? No idea. No idea. Shake. Aw. Everyone, look out! Something is coming this way. I believe it may be the very thing that slashed the bridge to pieces.
Fucking love this sprite change.
So stupid. I love that the Doulahan's head just becomes a fucking police light. And the doggo wearing the hat is pretty good too. It doesn't even look human. What is this beast?
I feel as though I've seen that wolf before. But what is that man wearing on his head? No, it would seem that that is his head.
Is that a police siren? I still don't know what's going on here, but it looks like they have a bone to pick with us. This beast has a lovely coat of fur. However, I once strangled a lion barehanded. I am well accustomed to dealing with beasts. I warn you now that your magic will not work on me, no matter how fluffy it may be.
This creature feels somewhat different from the one I know. His hatred is lifeless. It has form but no substance. Almost as though he is nothing more than a machine that uses hatred as energy. And yet, he appears to be more powerful than ever before. What is going on?
Curses! If only I could have gotten my arms all the way around his neck. Pretty tough, isn't he? Huh? You?
Well, there's Mabe.
You're Queen Mabe. I don't recall meeting such a forgettable character as you before. Oh well, the fact that I don't feel like hugging you just goes to show you're not worthy of my time.
You seem like you might at least know this much. Tell me, what is that thing?
Oh, this? This is the very embodiment of what I would consider to be the ultimate attack dog. He is utterly without mercy to anyone who invades my territory. A perfect soldier I created with a form ideally suited to his role. He's the perfect security system, the trump card that even I can only ever use once. I call him my deadly on-site groundskeeper, Officer DOG for short. That's his name?
Nah.
Youch! Ow, ow, ow! Stop that! Even your little nibbles hurt like hell. Sheesh, I still know how something I made myself ended up being so dense about human language.
As I suspected, that creature resembles the one I know in power and form only.
That's a security system? Correct, and a very capable one at that. As you can see, he's so powerful that even I can only just barely control him. However, the other side of that particular coin is that he up and disappears once he's sprung into action. But that's a small price to pay in exchange for rounding up all the criminals causing trouble in my land. What was that? Did you just call me a criminal? I, the great Nero Claudius, am prepared to accept being called tyrant, but I will not stand for being referred to as merely a common criminal. However, if it is a crime to be excessively beautiful, then I must admit that I am indeed guilty as charged. What the hell are you on about? This is my kingdom, the nation of Connacht. You're the ones who've been putting up weird textures left and right without permission. What do you mean by... Get ready to receive your just desserts. Here's a rope for you, Officer DOG. Oh, just to be clear, I don't mean the kind of rope I use to spice things up in the boudoir now and then. Sorry to get you all excited for nothing. Temporary drop in performance. Need time to recover. Good night. My body still won't move right. Okay, all done. Who's a good, hard-working boy? I'll let my Celtic warriors take it from here. Here you go. I haven't forgotten your meaty treat reward. How do you like Connacht's finest beef? What are you going to do with us? Do you want to know? The answer should be obvious. I'm surprised you even have to ask. There's a perfect place for criminals like you, after all. Thank goodness Ishtar brought us to this ravine. Let's hurry, Master. Foul, foul!
I hope they're all okay.
Look, over there! Alright, I've captured all the criminals and had their weird vehicles impounded. Looks like my work here is done. Another task completed flawlessly, as befits a queen of my caliber. Master, there's no sign of the racers anywhere. The only one here is Mabe. And I don't think she's the same Mabe we know. Who are you two? I don't recognize either of you. Master, I just noticed something else. Ishtar was here with us just a moment ago, but now she's nowhere to be found. If we tried to fight Mabe now, we'd be at a great disadvantage without Ishtar's help. Please do your best not to provoke her. Gee, thanks, Mash.
No, we're just passing by.
Going for a hike in a ravine like this, eh? Well, it's not the weirdest hobby ever. To each their own. Not really my thing, but I certainly approve of an active lifestyle. You also look to be perfectly ordinary humans, so I'll be nice and spare you the usual arrest and interrogation. Still, I should probably make sure of one thing. You are one of my citizens, right? Isn't there something you're supposed to say to me?
You rock, Mabe!
Very good. That settles it. You are definitely my loyal citizens. Is that really a reliable way to test things like that?
And by the way, did you see anyone here?
You bet I did. There was a group of hooligans running wild all over the place recently. I'm sure you heard their commotion for yourselves. How dare they go and throw a festival without my permission, and a race at that? Don't they know that I hold the exclusive patent on war vehicles? Anyway, you don't have to worry about them anymore. I've apprehended them all and sent them away. Exactly the sort of thing you expect from your amazing and amazingly capable queen, right? Keep that in mind when paying your taxes this year. Where exactly did you send them? Where else? The detention center at Connacht Castle for those who pose a threat to our great nation. Once a criminal sets foot there, they'll never see the light of day again, not until the end of their sentence. It's Connacht's ultimate correctional facility, and it's utterly escape-proof. Mabe Penitentiary.
Well. Isn't this just great? Alright. Prisoners. I'm trying to think how far I want to go with each of these, because I want to try splitting in half like I did the race. But I don't know how this one's gonna work. I don't know how well this one's gonna work.
What is this place?
It seems we were brought somewhere.
I don't know this place.
We are surrounded by massive walls on all sides, and an inexplicable pressure permeates our surroundings. What a terrible design for a courtyard.
How is one supposed to relax and enjoy a cup of tea like this? It seems more like a prison than anything else.
Gee, I wonder what that could be, Raiko.
I think that's because it is a prison. I'd say we've been arrested. Never mind that. Get a load of that giant statue. Lol. Lady's got a pretty high opinion of herself. I could easily see you building a statue of yourself like that. At any rate, it does make it easy to tell who's in charge of this place. Quite frankly, I approve of building statues like that. We pharaohs have an obligation to preserve our noble forms for future generations to behold, after all. Having said that, I must admit that this statue is a bit too large. Really.
Here comes the statue's model now.
About time you all woke up. This is Mabe's prison, Connacht's ultimate correctional facility. It's the Monster Queen. Just so you all understand, you criminals have been arrested for disturbing the peace of Connacht. As if running around putting weird things on my land wasn't bad enough, you even went racing around like you own the place. Your crimes are more wicked even than the Land of Shadows. In this country, my word is law, so we'll go ahead and skip the trial. Make yourselves comfortable, because you'll be staying here for a long time so that I can see that you're reformed. Correctional facility. As in prison? Assuming we have a right to 3 meals a day, how long is our sentence going to be? 2 nights and 3 days? Are you keeping any good-for-nothing fake sabers here? Your sentence? As long as I'd like it to be, of course. How delightfully deluded you are. Why would we go along with that when it's all of us against one of you? Agreed. If you're attempting to make me laugh, you'll need a Roman joke much better than that. Don't even bother. This domain was built in the very center of my country, and given shape by the power of my authority alone. My rule is absolute. And that rule is manifested in the form of the prison field surrounding this entire area. All of that is to say that the instant you entered my domain, you lost any hope you ever had of defeating me. The best thing you can do now is give up. I'm not sure what the point in removing your coat was, but you do seem to be stronger than we are. More to the point, it seems we cannot use our own powers here. Oh hey, we're also still recovering from that fight with the doggo. There's definitely more to whatever is going on here. Seems this prison field thing is draining our power. Naturally. It also serves as a simple way to prevent prisoners from escaping. I sense some strange kind of power coming from your vehicles, so I've got them locked up nice and tight somewhere outside these walls. Basically, none of you have any hope of escape, so you may as well resign yourself to doing your time. Don't worry, I'll see that you're all put through a wonderful reformation program. When you're done, come rain or shine, day or night, you'll only be able to say, "You rock, Mabe." And if that ends up taking years or decades, so be it. She put her coat back on. I guess she didn't have any particular reason for taking it off. Alright, that's the end of my hospitable warden spiel. Come with me. I'll show you to your lovely new cells. You understand how well my prison field works now, right? So don't bother trying to resist. The sooner you resign yourself to fate, the better off you'll be. Because I promise you, no one is coming to help you. Master.
Any idea where they went, Da Vinci?
I'm afraid not. I sent one of the surviving drones off in Mabe's direction, but its signal just disappeared. There appears to be an area that they're protected by a special kind of barrier, so it must have run into that. I wonder if that's the prison Mabe mentioned. Almost certainly.
We have to make sure that everyone's okay.
Agreed. The problem is how to go about it. I've been mulling over various possibilities, but... no need for that. I'll take care of it. I can't believe this. How could she possibly think this is okay? Why is she confining everyone by team? What was she thinking keeping men and women in the same cell? At least we're servants, so we don't have to worry about food or relieving ourselves too much. But if we weren't, this could be a huge problem.
I understand how you feel, but I'm still a bit taken aback by how indignant you are about it.
There doesn't seem to be anyone else here capable of getting indignant about this, so I felt like I should get upset on their behalf as well. Fran is the only other girl on a co-ed team, and she's not yet capable of seeing why this is a problem. At any rate, I still can't get over how thoughtlessly Mabe runs this place. Cell assignments? They're already divided into 6 groups, so just stick with those. Seriously? I mean, it's not that it's bad for us to be kept in the same cell with others we know, but it seems really careless on her part.
Perhaps it simply means she believes she can manage her prisoners without issue, no matter how carelessly she treats them. And that she has complete confidence in this facility, and in the strength of her prison field.
Which is to say, she doesn't think we pose a threat to her at all. This is the worst possible place I could have ended up after enjoying the cool breeze on my face. She's going to pay for this. I'm relieved to see you're still ready to fight back. We'll be needing that if we're going to get out of here. That voice! Is that the Mahatma's guidance I hear? Although if it is, I'm not feeling too good about it. No, I'm not the Mahatma! What a cute little doll! Rub against cheek. Hey, stop that! I'm a goddess, damn it! Watch where you're... Hey! Ishtar, is that you? Why in the world do you look like that? Can't you see I'm in disguise right now? Basically, I divided myself. This area is really close to Mabe's domain, so if I showed up as my normal self, it wouldn't be long before she noticed me and we'd find ourselves in an all-out war. So to avoid that, I divided myself into 7 simplified avatars. You 2 are talking to one of them right now. The other 6 snuck into the racers' teams and infiltrated the prison that way. Each and every one of my little avatars is still me, so I see, hear, and know everything they do. It's not really ideal for a goddess like me to have split into a bunch of little avatars like this, but I don't really see any other options right now. I'm still hosting this race after all. So since I wasn't able to stop the bridge from getting destroyed, the least I can do now is help all the racers. Now I see. That's great, Ishtar. This is an excellent new way to divide and conquer. Now we can learn what's going on inside the prison and help everyone make their escape. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I'm afraid it's not going to be that easy. Huh? Is the prison really so formidable that you, a goddess, would have trouble with it? In a word, yes. If it was just Mabe we were dealing with, I could take care of everything with a well-placed Angal Ta Kigel say. But there's another strange signal coming from inside the prison too. If I go using something that powerful all willy-nilly, whatever's in there might somehow interfere. So for now, we should focus on gathering information. We need to learn more about the barrier around the prison, and what sort of enemies lurk inside it. We can't make a move until we know at least that much. You're all very lucky that you get to keep all of your blood prisoners. Now come out. It is time for you to exercise in the courtyard. Carmilla, I certainly would not have figured you for the sort who would work for Mabe as a prison guard. What a dull and gloomy role you have in comparison to my idle rival who tried to become a grid girl. Oh, say what you will, but this job suits me. In fact, I find it both fulfilling and enjoyable. I am, as you know, all about imprisoning people, and I do so loathe when someone escapes. More immediately, seeing a pretty young thing like you grind your teeth in frustration at being unable to escape is one of the greatest joys I could ask for. As if to prove my point, you have been trying fruitlessly to pry open your cell bars all this time, have you not? I hate to admit it, but you've got me there. I would be remiss not to heartily agree with your assessment of me as a pretty young thing, though. You know damn well that we are attempting to escape, yet you would still open the cell door just like that. I do not know who you are, but you appear to be a noblewoman of some standing. Is that why you have come to submit to this maid? Don't be ridiculous. Who ever heard of a maid having a higher standing than her employer? What sort of twisted world do you come from where you would even think such a thing? What a fool you are. Not even a noblewoman could hope to survive without properly appreciating her maids. Nonsense. Fear is all I need to keep the help in line. Appreciation of any kind would be a wasted gesture. Besides, it's not as if they have rights. Household servants, prisoners like you, here, they're no more than tools for my use. And with the prison field weakening you, it's quite impossible for you to leave. So tell me, you who are too weak to so much as dent your cell bars, why ever should I be afraid of letting you run around the courtyard? I see. In that case, I can only advise you to watch yourself when going around corners. Where does she get that? Incidentally, you're free to dress as you like here. Swimsuits are far easier on the eyes than shabby old prison uniforms after all. As for that doll, well, I suppose you can keep it if you like, though. If you like. Though I am surprised to see you two still have such childish interests. Still, there is something to be said for that. Better keep a low profile for now, just to keep the enemy unaware so their guard will stay down. I knew it. That barrier has some sort of property that neutralizes magecraft interference. Indeed, we both tried sending out lightning bolts while the guard wasn't looking, but I'm afraid it had no effect whatsoever. Didn't work. ticked me off.
Oh, angry Fran.
I wonder what's going on. At least we're able to contact the outside world now thanks to Ishtar, but I'm still trying to figure out where to go from here. Got any information? I'll take anything you can give me. Good day, everyone. Enjoying the highly regimented prison life? Well, I'm sure you're all having the time of your life now. I'm sure you're all having the time of your life now that everyone's favorite demon king from the Warring States period is here. What's more, I come with awesomely helpful information I got chatting with other prisoners while we were walking. Naturally, I made sure to exercise my license to kill on every Saber's person who refused to cooperate with us. Talk about a mad dog. Maybe Mad Soul would be appropriate? Thanks so much for your help. Anywho, we learned there's a prisoner here who's been around a long time and nobody messes with her. We were told she's a woman of few words and sharp eyes. That one super tough nightmare prisoner that even the guards don't mess with. Is that so? A prisoner among prisoners, eh? Sounds like someone well worth cleaning up. Red, killing off. And what would be the point of that? If anything, I bet a prisoner like that can give us all sorts of useful information about the prison. So where is this prisoner? Usually she's kept in a special solitary confinement cell, and is only let out during exercise times like these. So she could show up here at any, look over there. She certainly matches the description. I think that may just be her. Female prisoner 701, aka Scorpion. She strikes me as more of a serpent than a scorpion. Maybe it's more of a figurative name. Scorpions are arachnids, not reptiles. So, yeah, she doesn't even kind of look like one. Her, huh? Can't say I care much for her given her different attributes, but she's definitely a big shot. Though I could have sworn she used to be even bigger. Could she be the source of the divinity I sense from the outside? No, it's not her. She has the Earth attribute, and she's a composite entity. No, I know there's someone else with even stronger divinity around here somewhere. Okay, let's try talking to her during the next break time. Newcomers, huh? What do you want? We were just hoping you'd tell us more about this prison. No thanks. Too much trouble. That said, as you can see, everyone around here knows me, and so they all keep their distance. And your point is? I fail to see how that has anything to do with our request. My point is that I've been a bit bored, as I have no one to play with during my precious exercise time. Not that that's unusual, of course. But today it seems things are different. If you want something from me, the least you could do is help me get in a little long overdue exercise. If you lot can satisfy me, then I may even decide to listen to what you have to say. I understand it is natural to expect compensation for labor, but having fun with an emperor such as myself would be a luxury for the likes of you. But fortunately for you, I am most generous. My theater is always open to those who seek entertainment. Come, there is no need to be shy. Once you hear this divine music and heavenly voice, your body will be powerless to resist. Soon your lack of exercise will be a thing of the past. What's going on here? 701. Newcomers. I don't know what sport you're engaging in here, but it looks to be incredibly dangerous. I want you to stop it right now. Then let me examine you. If any of you are injured, I will have you come to the infirmary immediately. Don't worry, my infirmary is far stricter about keeping patients in bed than solitary confinement. It's also far more effective than the scaffold at silencing patients' screams. Now let's have a look at you, shall we? I hate dealing with her. I suppose we'd better call it a day. Neither I nor the newcomers have any injuries whatsoever. Stay away from us. Is that true? I'm glad to hear it. Well, at least I was able to kill some time. You seemed awfully fired up for someone just killing time. In fact, it looked to me like you didn't even care if you died while you were fighting us. My, my. Here I took you for a berserker, but it seems you're not as dumb as you look. You're right. I was fighting in desperation. I was determined not to let the battle end until I was dead. In fact, didn't you see me disappear while we were playing? Yes, we did. I even confirmed that your spirit origin was gone, yet you're still here. How is that possible? Because that was merely a copy. In fact, we're speaking to a copy of you even now, aren't we? Your real body's being kept somewhere else. You yourself are nothing more than a projection of sorts, an extension of your real self. Well, well, I thought you were nothing but a bunch of fools, but it seems there's at least one woman of proper lineage among you. Though I can't say I'm a fan of that lineage being tied to some god of thunder or other. Well, no matter. It did keep me occupied for a while. So what is it you want to know? Anything you can tell us about this prison, of course. Especially the outer barrier. Ah, so you're plotting a prison break. I like that. Not the plan itself, mind you, but what will happen afterward. That should certainly keep things interesting. Very well then. Feel free to ask me whatever you like about this place. I will tell you anything you wish to know. So it's not possible to destroy the barrier either from the inside or the outside, huh? It's a very powerful construct. It is important to Maeve as Connacht herself. In theory, the barrier would disappear if we were to kill her, but that would be quite difficult for us to do now, as this place denies us our power. Even if Master were to attack her outside of the prison, it would all be for naught if she managed to run back inside. I'm not sure what we should do. I grow tired of this dull information. Discussing negatives will get us nowhere. I wish to hear something positive. Anything will do. Agreed. Let me ask you this. What could we do that'd give us the best shot of getting out of here? I mean, aside from serving out sentences, however long those would be. If we're speaking strictly of possibilities, then your best option is to break out of this prison yourselves. In other words, we're right back where we started, huh? Well, I suppose it's sort of reassuring to know that it's the only option we have. But how are we supposed to do that with the barrier you told us about keeping us trapped in here? Well, as it happens, it is the only thing keeping you trapped in here. You see, Maeve is so supremely confident in her prison field that she's failed to pay attention to anything else. And that means she still has blind spots. If you could find a gap in the barrier, somewhere it doesn't reach, or maybe just a route the wardens would never expect you to take, then maybe, just maybe... Oh, we could escape? Blind spots, eh? Now I see. So you have hope now. Good. I don't have any hope of breaking out of here myself, but watching you all try should be interesting. That's enough exercise time. All of you line up now. Those of you who don't. I appreciate your willingness to provide me with fresh blood. I'm being kept in a special kind of solitary confinement cell. It's rare that I even get to send a copy of myself out into the courtyard like this. I doubt I'll ever see you all again, but I'm sure I'll hear rumors of your exploits. Good luck against Maeve. I hope you cause her all sorts of trouble. All the commotion should keep me amused down in my dungeon for a bit at least. There you have it. Now we have a clearer idea of our plan of attack. So instead of trying to destroy the barrier, we need to find a crack in it and break everyone out, right? Right. So now that's settled, let's go ahead and take care of business. First, you'll link up the visual feed from each of my other avatars to the racing stadium screen, so that everyone can see what's going on inside the prison. Huh? Why would you do that? Oh, come on, isn't that obvious? The Ashtar Cup isn't over. The prison break will be the next leg of the race. Are you serious? Of course I am. Just because I didn't see this coming doesn't mean I'm gonna reimburse everyone. How else am I gonna please all those fans eagerly awaiting the checkered flag in the front of the monitor? This may be a surprise, and not the way we wanted things to go, but come on, let's make some lemonade here.
Always trying to turn a dollar.
You got it. When you get down to it, life's a competition. Why should a prison break be any different? I'm not letting all the hard work I've put into this ritual so far go to waste. If anything, I'm more determined than ever. So here's what we'll do. I'm gonna get each team to try to escape before the others. Once they're out, I'll have each team reacquire their vehicles from the warehouse outside the barrier, get back to the course, and burn rubber for the finish line. Admittedly, I'm not quite sure where this will go, but I'll make sure that this time it takes each team to escape. That the time it takes each team to escape is reflected in their final results. Oh, and make sure you all get back to the race with your original vehicles, right? I won't accept any replacements. So she means for us to outwit the other teams rather than cooperate with them. She has a point. We poured everything we have into our respective vehicles to come this far, and our competition is already surely fit for an epic. What a waste it would be to stop the race just because we've all been incarcerated.
What a waste indeed.
I still want to help them escape. I agree. It's hard to just stand back and not do anything to help. What are you talking about? You two are going to be these teams' secret weapon. The races have just about nothing at their disposal right now, you know. So I'm definitely going to require your assistance. John, you have just as much a role to play here as you have for the rest of the race. Now, as for how exactly you'll be assisting...
Alright, you know, I think I'm going to keep these episodes kind of short. I say kind of short. These episodes are like 40 minutes long. Just so I can pace myself a little bit. Looks like it's the same thing. There are 5 parts. And then the final area. As well as these. Alright. So the next episode, I'll probably do all of the escapes. Hopefully. I'll try to get them all done. Alright. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye!